Welcome back to the inaugural JNS International Policy Summit hosted here at the Waldorf Astoria in the heart of Jerusalem. I'm Ariella Novak, journalist and co-founder of Shields Communications PR and Bottom Line Media. I'm excited to be podcasting throughout the evening here today at this historic event. I'm here with Bruce Pearl, basketball coach of Auburn University, 2025 AP National Coach of the Year, chairman of the board of USIEA, board member of Athletes for Israel. Bruce, I almost couldn't finish reading it. There's so many things.
I know it's a lot.
But wait, there's more. Bruce, your leadership both on and off basketball courts has made a significant impact, not only with college athletes, but also it is dedicated to pro-Israel advocacy. Thank you so much for joining us today. I feel like we have so much to unpack.
We do, and it's great to be with you, and what an amazing first summit for JNS.
I know. I cannot believe this is their inaugural one, right?
Incredible.
So let's get into it. Firstly, how did you get involved with USIEA?
Well, I came to Israel in 2019 with them, kind of as a donor. And when I saw their ministry and I saw what they were doing, and bottom line is this, we all give lots to Israel, lots of different funds, lots of different great things. Nobody's got more money to give than the United States Congress. So what USIEA does is they take congressional leaders, like chairmen of the committee and things like that, they bring them to Israel, and they teach them the Bible. They teach them the Abrahamic covenant. And so the congressional leaders leave here not just supporting Israel because that's the aircraft carrier in the Middle East and they're our greatest ally. They support Israel because God commands the Gentiles to stand with the Jews.
Absolutely.
And so they just get up. And obviously, USA also takes them to not all the places just inside the lines, but outside the lines.
That's
we
so
spend
important.
time in Judea and Samaria. If we're going to solve the problem of the Palestinians, we got to see it.
Yep.
And that's what they do.
I couldn't agree more. And with that, I'll pivot right into Athletes for Israel. Tell me about it. It's a passion of mine, also taking journalists to Israel. Now with taking athletes to Israel, talk about that.
So in 2009, I coached the USA Macaba, and we played. I brought a bunch of Jewish boys here. We won the gold medal. We beat Israel in the championship game. That's really hard to do.
Wow.
Because Israel does not lose at home very often, thank God, right?
Yes, exactly. Knock on wood, as I say.
But we won the gold, and I had a great team. Todd Golden, who's the coach at Florida, played for me. Danny Grunfeld, Ernie Grunfeld's son, was our best player. My son, Steven, was on the team. It was incredible. And I said then, this is what I think I need to do. I need to bring teams, college basketball teams like my own, the Auburn Tigers, to Israel. Christian men being able to see where Jesus walked, where he ministered, all right?
Yes.
It's just going to take their understanding of their faith to a different level.
Yes.
And as a coach, I'm trying to bring people together, right? It also is going to teach them the foundation of their faith, which is in Judaism.
So important.
It is really important. And then they leave here. All you got to do is bring them. It works. They see the diversity. They see the culture. They see the color. And they leave here. They eat the food. And then they get around people that love Israel, that love being back in their ancestral homeland. And hopefully they become allies.
Are there plans for a next trip?
There are. We're really working hard with a number of different colleges. I'm not going to shout at any one particular.
No, of course.
But obviously,
we don't want to ruin the surprise.
we don't. Obviously, since October 7th, we've had a pause,
that makes
but we're
sense.
going to get back into it this summer, hopefully. And I know next summer we've got a bunch of teams lined up. And the other thing that's cool about it is we're getting some cooperation from the United Arab Emirates.
Wow.
Youssef Otabe is a wonderful ambassador from UAE to the United States. I went and saw him in Washington, D.C., told him what my dream was, my idea. He gave enough money so that 2 years ago, Kansas State and Arizona got to take a trip not only to Israel, but also to Abu Dhabi. First college teams they've ever played from Tel Aviv to Abu Dhabi to celebrate normalization of relations between the countries in sports with the Abraham Accords.
Now, October 7th hit. Did the teams that came here prior to October 7th, did that impact their feelings of this, their emotions on this? Did they share more with you because they were here? Share that with me.
I think they were as frustrated as I was. They don't like the messaging that they're hearing. They can't understand for the life of them how there could be college students on any college campus that are supporting terrorists, killed women, children, and babies, and all the atrocities they did just doesn't make any sense to them. And so, fortunately, here's what we got to be able to do, Ariella. We got to take care of our family, our neighborhood, our community, our business. I don't know if we can change the world, but I'm going to change the world around me.
Amen.
And that's what these kids are going to do. I want them to have the courage as they grow up and as they get older. You got that Auburn education, you're an Auburn man, you know good versus evil, go change the world around you. And I'm hoping that's what my guys are going to do.
That's such a special message.
Well, the other thing is it gets overwhelming. You get overwhelmed by all the you can't control the people that want to kill you. You got to protect yourself from them, and they're out there. At the same time, we're God's chosen people, and God chose us for a reason.
Yes.
We've got to be kinder, sweeter, more generous, more patient. We've got to be mensches, if you will. And the ones that are undecided, and there are still a lot of them, we're not alone. We are not alone. The majority of people in the United States of America have Israel's back. It's a very loud minority, and I don't want the people of Israel to let that dominate the narrative, because it doesn't.
Now, as a journalist, I'm now very curious. It just popped into my head now. Where do sports players get their news from? Is it from what various kinds of social media? I'm not talking about what channels, but what sort of media?
They do social media, TikTok, Instagram. I mean, so it's all out there, and unfortunately, most of what's out there about Israel in those
arenas,
outlets, are negative towards Israel. I mean, it really is. There's been look. There has been a lie that has been told for 80 years.
Yes.
Over and over again, and the Palestinian leadership were no dummies. They invested in universities in this country. They sent students, they sent teachers, they sent people into our educational system.
Yes, it's so cool. It's such a problem.
And it's really difficult for the Jewish people to get the truth out there. Institutions want to stay neutral. Like right now, wouldn't it be awesome if every university offered a class in what's going on right now? But nobody wants to deal with because you're either going to deal with you're going to teach both sides.
Right,
oh, really?
Exactly. There's too many opinions. It's not the right opinion.
Well, guess what? There's not two sides to this issue.
And you know, there's a professor that's teaching Zionism in Columbia right now.
Yep.
That he's not really teaching the real Zionism here.
No.
We got to change this. We got to change this.
No. Listen, there are 2 million Israeli Arabs that are living the best lives. There are more people in the medical profession in Israel that are not Jewish, that are Arab, than are Jewish. In other words, there are, again, the number is 2 million of Israeli Arabs, and we need to get their messages out through the media about how women are being able to get to have education, have all the opportunities that the Jewish kids had, so on and so forth. But there was a remnant of the population. There was about 160,000 Palestinians in 1948 that just refused to cooperate, refused to live as a neighbor with the state of Israel. Just 160,000. Right now, there are about 5 million of them. There's no genocide. If you go from 160,000 to 5 million,
that's climbing, not shrinking.
It's not a genocide. So it's, again, another narrative that's being told. And unfortunately, again, we get back to the world. It's being promoted all over the world, and Israel's just got to do a better job of getting the word out.
So now I take journalists to Israel.
Yep.
And one of the journalists said to me when he got here, he was shocked to see someone in a hijab. He was shocked to see someone of color. He was shocked to see. He said, after October 7th, weren't they all asked to leave? Now, I'm not someone who usually has nothing to say. I was speechless, but we have some more work to do. We're going to bring more teams, more journalists, more people.
Yep.
Come and see. The food is great. The people are lovely.
And you know the beautiful thing about it, Ariel, you don't have to have a whole lot of pre-educational
You don't need to
stuff.
be keeper.
You really don't. I often like to recommend Noah Tishby's book about going to Israel, because I don't know the name of it, but I give it to people, and it's a great introduction. But you don't have to set the stage at all. Just let them come. Let them experience. Let them see the beautiful people. Let them see eat the wonderful food, and let them just, again, get a finger on the pulse of just how much the Jews are glad to be back at their ancestral homeland. And if they're Christian, I promise you, they will feel the Holy Spirit. It's alive here in Jerusalem.
Wow, that was powerful.
It's true.
It's true. Wow. The whole new delegation of journalists and sports individuals are going to come right now. No, thank you so much for joining me today.
It's great to be with
JNS
you.
is so happy to have you here.
Thanks for your work. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Looking forward to sharing more from the inaugural conference here as we wrap up the evening. I believe we have one or two more to share with you. Stay tuned.